This is GyroGearloose with RV hacking on the cheap. A couple weeks ago I did a video about clearing snow off the RV while it was 90 degrees. Well, sure enough, a few weeks later it was 28 last night and it's time to winterize the trailer. I have always winterized my own trailer since I bought one a decade ago, but just for fun I checked local prices with dealers. They want between $100 and $200 to winterize the RV when I can do it in 20 to 30 minutes for $2. I'll show you how I do that. Your floor plan, valve locations, and available appliances may be different than mine, but the basic idea of getting all the water out of your pipes remains the same. You can winterize your trailer with air, antifreeze, or both. Since I can reach negative temperatures in the Northeast, I use both on my trailer. The tools I'm going to use include a bypass kit on the hot water heater, which is already installed, an antifreeze injector kit already installed on the water pump, antifreeze, a blowout plug for use with an air compressor, not a small one. The first thing I'm going to do is release my fresh water tank. I know that my fresh water will drain by gravity back from the water pump into the tank and then out through the spigot, so this is all I will need to do up to the antifreeze injector. Back inside, make absolutely sure that both your propane and electric hot water heaters are powered down. Heating an empty tank will destroy it, so it must be off before draining the plumbing any further. Your heater may have an external lockout, mine does not. The valves for my low point drains are located here at the back of the trailer behind the lower slide out panel. This is also where the trap for the tub is, which I'll drain later. In order to begin actually draining, I simply pull up the little T-valves here on the floor, and that will drain to open tubes under the trailer. Your low point drain may have caps on the ends of these tubes that need to be removed in place of or in addition to these valves. Water is slowly trickling out of the pipes under the trailer. However, it will not really flow until air can follow it out. Open both taps of your kitchen sink, both sides of your bathroom sink, your shower, and your outside shower if you have one. Be sure to straighten and drain out any water trapped in bellies in the shower hoses. Any sags in your water lines are probably still holding water. Now go to your compressor. 120 psi is way too much, so adjust your pressure to about 40 psi, which is safe for your plumbing. Now connect your blowout plug to your city water inlet and connect your 40 psi air hose. That hum is just the city water inlet valve vibrating. It may change pitch as water clears. At the low point drains, water will blow out forcefully and then hopefully run out after a minute. This is why you cannot use a small compressor that does not move enough volume of air. A 2-gallon pancake compressor may be sufficient, but a tankless compressor is not. We've removed water from most of the water lines. Now we'll remove what little water remains in the hot water heater by bypassing that, which allows water to go past the heater without going through it. Bypassing the water heater will also save us the capacity of the hot water heater worth of antifreeze. So installing the bypass kit pays for itself the very first year. If you have inline valves like the top photos, close the heater's pipes and open the cross path. If you have the proper bypass kit, simply set both selectors to the cross path instead of the heater. To drain the hot water tank, remove the anode rod or drain plug from the bottom of the tank, and then gently lift the handle on the pressure temperature valve at the top of the tank. This allows air to follow the water out of the tank. For now, leave the plug or rod out of the heater to allow it to drain freely. Some heaters only have a plug, but if you have a sacrificial anode rod and it's severely pitted, it will need to be replaced next spring. If you have an ice maker, clothes, or dishwasher, winterize them according to the owner's manual. Now that we've drained the supply lines, we'll drain the sink and tub traps. Some traps have a drain built into them, but more commonly you detach the trap by undoing the fittings on either side of the trap and carefully removing it. Be sure to tip toward the taller side of the trap as you remove it so that you do not spill the contents. Dispose of the contents outside the RV, as pouring it down another RV drain would defeat the purpose. Put the empty traps back in place so you don't forget to replace them next spring and have an accident, and to prepare for using antifreeze if you choose. Finally, drain your gray and black tanks completely. This may also be a good time for an annual pressure washing of the black tank. At this point, your RV is blown out or winterized with air and should survive the winter. However, since antifreeze is $2 a bottle, it's really cheap insurance, so I always use it. Because we want to hold antifreeze in the supply lines, reclose the low point drains and all shower and faucet valves. If you have not already, install an antifreeze injection kit on your water pump. This only has to be done once. Place the tube into a bottle of RV antifreeze, the pink stuff, not the blue stuff. Turn the selector valve to the tube and turn on your water pump until it pressurizes your lines with antifreeze. This will take about half of a gallon. Starting at your furthest sink or shower, open each tap until pink antifreeze appears. Because we replaced the traps already, we're inherently leaving antifreeze in those as well, as added protection. You'll repeat this at every sink and every shower until there's antifreeze in all of the lines. All in, I only used about 2/3 of a gallon of antifreeze. The water system of the trailer is now ready for winter, but we would still need to remove the battery, check its water, and put it on a float charger to keep it from freezing this winter. I'll handle that in another video. This has been GyroGearloose with RV Hacking on the Cheap. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, stay warm.